Today we're at Center Square Mall in the center of the city. I came walking all the way here just to take some shots and try to make things look a little cinematic. And yes, the gimbal of the X70 Pro definitely helped with that. Pretty much 99% of what you're watching was shot in 4K. First, I decided to try a few walking handheld cinematic shots with the phone. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think more companies should use a gimbal instead of OIS because it really makes it feel like the phone is floating in the air. I have a really interesting photo planned with this hanging decoration here which we'll see soon. While filming video handheld walking, I noticed the phone shaking in my hand, though the screen looked completely still and hid all my footstep movements. It really messes with your brain, and Vivo has done a great job with this gimbal. After taking more photos including zoom photos, I found this tree which was definitely a highlight in this video. It was interesting to zoom in and take different perspectives of the tree, and cinematic video definitely looked good. Unlike every other phone I've used, this phone allows you to zoom in and still have amazing stability, again thanks to the gimbal on board. Then I tried out a few filters. They looked nice, some better than others. The phone comes with a lot of them. It makes sense that cinematic shots are a walk in the park on this device. And it almost encourages you to want to make a short film just for the sake of that. Then it was time to go to the second floor, which didn't have much to do, so I decided to go straight to the food court at the topmost floor. Vivo has surely baked serious bread with this phone. Though the cinema was closed, I still managed to get a cinematic shot, which I liked. It was definitely interesting getting some cinematic shots, although people here must have thought I had issues. Then it was time for lunch, so I decided to order a pizza. The cheapest one was margarita, which was actually quite good. I also watched some YouTube on the phone while eating. Finally, I decided to take a few portraits. It took a few tries, but using 2x zoom and a few different modes, I'm very happy with the result. I have to say, hats off to the edge detection, though sometimes dynamic range can take a hit. But if you're someone who likes taking selfies and portraits, I think this phone will absolutely be your Instagram weapon. Some of these shots took a few tries, simply because the back of the phone was facing me. So not getting cropped out of the picture was quite the guessing game, though I'm pretty sure it was worth it, as you can see. This decoration definitely provided an interesting perspective, so I used the ultrawide and the main lens, and both of them turned out pretty good. Then it was time to leave. Just before leaving, I took a few cinematic shots, including this time lapse, which I think adds an interesting perspective to the whole video. I used the mini tripod I had with me to do a few glides and try to get a slow movement while filming, making the whole thing just a bit more cinematic. And this fountain was a great opportunity to try out slow motion. I got up to 240 frames per second at 1080p, although 4K would have been nice. And finally, to top it all off, I used 2x zoom in portrait mode to get the thumbnail for this video. Very interesting. I also want to highlight that this entire video was filmed and edited on the phone itself. Anyways, consider subscribing for more cool stuff like this, and I'll see you on the next show.